Well, Coach, the journey continues. You have said from the beginning, this team, it's all about they want to stay together. You obviously want to win everything, but just this group. Have you ever been around a group like this?
Every group is different, and in this group, like some other groups we've had, they really are close. But they've really stuck together here, in the last month, and they're playing for each other, and they're playing for an opportunity to stay together. And so, what do we got to do this week? We got to do a great job with our preparation and just dive right back into it. Because every time you start with a new opponent, it starts again all the way from scratch. You wipe the whole slate clean and you start from scratch. You got to do it all over again. And that's what's going to be the difference between the team who wins this game, who has the discipline to continually do it week in and week out. And so, all the focus is on Texas.
You guys have become kind of like the favorite now. And you know how it was in the beginning. And I think you said it right. You got to block all that noise out, right?
Well, it's the same thing. Criticism and praise are really the same thing. And you got to stay. It's the same guys in there that were there a month ago. Same coaches, and so we just have to stay focused on what's important right now. And we knew, a month ago that we're the ones who are in control of what goes on in the next week. Well, it's the same thing here. Nothing about what anybody says matters. It didn't back then. It doesn't now. And just how quickly things can change in 2 weeks. But ultimately, the motivation we have is to keep this team together for another week.
Do you feel the redemption at all? That was the number one ranked undefeated team, what you guys really dominated.
Yeah, but just all that matters, we won a game, and now it's on to Texas, and that's it. I mean, these are just teams in a way of where we want to be, and so we did that. We did a nice job with Tennessee, did a nice job with this game, and now it's on to Texas. So we've got to stay focused. We've got to make sure we focus on what matters, and then we'll go from there. But I think our team's playing with passion. I think they're playing with intensity. And ultimately, it comes down to execution. Are we doing our jobs at a high level? And that's it. I mean, other than that, this is a team that is resilient, as you know. They love being Buckeyes. They love our fans. We had great fans at the Rose Bowl. I mean, great fans. We had great fans in the Tennessee game. I mean, awesome. And so I know we'll have great fans down in Dallas.
Yeah, they got a big alumni association down there. Obviously, it's going to be a home game, I guess, for Texas. But, there's a lot of Buckeye Nation in Texas. They need to be at the game, right?
Yeah. Every time we played down there, we've had a great crowd. Now we're playing in Texas against Texas. So, we got to be, stronger than ever and have a great presence in the stadium.
Obviously, you mentioned this is a lot like pro football now. This is going to be your, 15th game. You talked about the depth. How is the team's health and just the fatigue factor, and how much do you guard against that now?
No, I think we're fresh. I think we're as fresh as we've been all season. I think the guys got a lot of energy right now, and we're going to have a great week of practice. We're going to keep the same routine as we did the week before. Guys got a lot of energy. Staff is fresh right now. We got back late at 5 a.m. after the game. Got some rest, got right back in here, got a good night of sleep last night. So big game plan day to here, and then we'll get back into it and have what we call our Sunday routine, and we that's kind of how we do our routine. We have like Sundays and Tuesdays and Wednesdays, even though we're playing the game on a different date. That's kind of how it works. But no, a lot of energy. Guys are refreshed. Guys are ready to go.
Last thing, your message for Buckeye Nation.
We're getting back to work. Beat Texas.